today's lesson is going to be on using lines of fit to model data. Okay, so why don't you complete this warm up with the person next to you? And I know they may be at a different place, but most of you should be at the same spot for now. So work on this and we'll go over it in a little bit. You worked on a science project for 8 months. Each month you measured the length of a baby alligator. Use a scatter plot to draw a line that you think best describes the relationships. All right, so let's just plot my scatter plot points: 0, 22, 1, 22.5, 2, 23.5, 3, 25, 4, 26, 5, 27.5, 6, 28.5, and 7, 29.5. So that's like roughly here. So if I want to draw a line at best fit, as I said in the previous lesson, you kind of want to draw a straight line, right? You're not connecting the dots. You just want to draw a straight line with as many points as close to the dots as possible. So it looks like this is a line of fit that I think is good. And then number 2, it says write an equation for your line. So when it says write an equation, you should really think of y equals mx plus b. So what am I going to do for y equals mx plus b? I need to find my slope and I need to find my y-intercept. Well, your y-intercept is given to you, right? Your y-intercept, your b, this is when x equals 0, right? So what is x equals 0? Your b is going to be 22, right? And then how do I find my m? Well, I would choose your m's based off of the points, like any 2 points that are like on the line. So maybe I would choose this point right here, like this point right here. And you could either use rise over run, or you could use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Does not matter. So if I were to use rise over run, looks like it went up 4 over 4. So it looks like my m is going to be 1. So my m is 1, my b is 22. So y equals 1x plus 22, or you could write that as y equals x plus 22. All right, now number 3, it says use your equation to predict the length of the baby alligator next September. Okay, well, let's take a look. So if September is 0, April is 7, that means May is going to be 8, June is going to be 9, July 10, August 11, and September is going to be 12. So that means I'm finding when x is equal to 12, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to plug this in right here. So y equals 1 times 12 plus 22, and y is equal to 34 inches. So that is what a line of fit is best used for. It's best used to predict based off of the data that you are given. All right, so a line of fit is drawn on a scatter plot close to most of the data points. It is used to estimate data on a graph. So in example number 1, the table shows the number of acres used for growing almonds in California each year since 2010. Make a scatter plot and draw a line of best fit. All right, so x is going to be years since 2010. Your y is going to be thousands of acres. Okay, so you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looking at my data, I'll go by 200s. Whoops. Okay, and then let's plot my points. So 0, 855, so it's like right around there. 1, 875, 2, 930, 3, 3000, 4, 1100, 5, 1190, 6, 1270, 7, 1360, 8, 1390, 9, 1520, 10, 1600, and 11, 1640. So right there. So as I said, when you're drawing a line of best fit, you're not connecting the dots. You're just drawing a line as straight as possible that has as good of a line, as close to all of the dots as you could get. So that's like right around there. And that means your line can be different than my line, and that is okay. So part B, write an equation of a line. Remember, it is going to be y equals mx plus b. In this case, right, to find your b is given to you. Your b is 855. Now to find your m, maybe I would choose that original, your y-intercept, and maybe this one looks like right down the middle. So I would choose this one and this one to find my y-intercept, or excuse me, my slope. So I have 1100 minus 855 over 4 minus 0. You have 245 over 4, 61.25. So my equation is going to be y equals 61.25 x plus 855. Part C, interpret the slope and what y-intercept. Remember, interpret means what does it mean? Okay, so now let's interpret my slope first. My slope is 61.25. What does that mean in the context of the problem? Right? So in the context of the problem, it's what is going on is increasing thousands of acres since 2010. So you could say that 61.25 is meaning it increases by 61.25 thousands of acres each year. Right? So you really have to understand what is going on in the context of the problem in order for you to understand that. Now your y-intercept is 855,000, right? So what does that mean? That means it started at 855,000 acres in 2010, right? Because that is year number 0. Okay? So why don't you flip it over to the back and try this one as well. So for this one, it shows the attendance of a festival over an 8-year period. Make a scatter plot of the data and draw a line of fit. All right, so I would say this one is year. This one is your y is attendance. So my year is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe my x will go up by 200s again. That worked out well last time. All right, so 1 comma 420 right here. 2 comma 500. Remember, these are just rough estimates. They don't have to be exact as long as they're pretty close to it. 4 comma 900. 5 comma 1100. 6 comma 1500. 7 comma 1750. And 8 comma 2400. All right, so draw a line of best fit. It's kind of hard to draw a line of best fit for this one, right? So maybe what I would do is start here, and that's as close as possible as I could possibly get. Right around there. I don't know. That's what I think. It doesn't have to be exact. It sounds generally close to it. So based off of this graph, my equation, right, my b is going to be 200, right, because that's your starting point. And then you're like, well, what point do I use? Well, I think the closest one is probably that point right there, the one that I just circled. You could choose a different point, and that is okay. So I'm going to do 0 comma 200 and 4 comma 900. So my slope is going to be 700 over 4. And if you do 700 divided by 4, you get roughly 175 as your slope. So y equals 175x plus 200. And as I said, depending on your line of fit, that can differ, and that is totally okay. And it says interpret the slope and y-intercept of the line of fit. Well, the slope is 175. What does that mean? Well, it looks like it increases by 175 each year, doesn't it? Right? So increases. Well, attendance increases by 175 each year. Is the slope 200? What does that mean? At year 0 is 200, so that means this was the attendance. So 200 people attendance at the start of the festival, right? So that's what it means for the y-intercept. All right, so that is it for today's lesson. Circle your level of understanding 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you may begin on your